A blush. A blush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it back to the lab.
And if it's not gonna be inclusive, just don't send the PR package. And the kind of scrutiny that your mental health can take. Because one day the internet freaking loves you, but the next day, they can freaking turn on you like that. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder and CEO of the Create app, an app created specifically for content creators. So think Uber, but for content creators. If you have a wedding, a birthday party, a baby shower, an event, if you're an entrepreneur and you need behind the scenes footage, the Create app is the app for you. It's an app where you can find local content creators who come out and take content for you. I'm super excited. The app launches in late November, so make sure that you follow us on Instagram. But without further ado, let's jump into this tea with a Golloria and YSL and what the heck is going on with this controversy. So if you guys do not know Golloria, she is a makeup content creator with over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 500,000, I believe, on Instagram. She advocates for inclusivity in the makeup industry and the community, specifically for women of color. And you may know her from the infamous scandal with the Euphoria makeup line earlier this year when they released their new foundation and it was literally black paint in a bottle.
Which side of my face is the black face paint or the Euphoria foundation? T, you can't tell. You know why? Tar in a bottle. This is jet black face paint, and this is the darkest shade of the Euphoria Date Night foundation. This is black face paint. This is the darkest shade of the Euphoria foundation. A few months ago, I tried the darkest shade of the Euphoria foundation. This is what it looked like on me. I'm gonna apply some of the foundation on this side of my face so you guys can see. Let's just go ahead and try to blend this out, you guys. Enough. Who is that color? I'm gonna wipe this off and let me put the paint all over my face. I'm literally just going in with the face paint. We're gonna do some painting and let me just go ahead and blend it out with the brush. This is the darkest shade of the Euphoria foundation. This is black face paint. Sometimes it's okay to say, hey, maybe my brand is not made for complexion.
The people were pissed. Everybody grabbed their pitchforks and they were ready to fight in these streets, okay? The video that she made, of course, went viral, and I think that the PR team for Euphoria was not keeping up with the Kardashians because the way that they handled this whole scandal was less than demure, okay? So this is not the first time that Gollorias commentary gets her in the spotlight and in the hot seat when it comes to makeup in the industry. And because she is a makeup influencer, she does receive PR packages all the time. So recently, YSL sent her their new blushes. Mind you, on their website, it says that the blushes are inclusive to women of all skin colors. I know me, and I'm like a chocolate brown. I know I'm not as dark as Golloria, but baby, this is a very important part of the story because, again, it's advertised for women that look like us. And from the past reviews that Golloria have done in the past, we already know that when it comes to makeup with a white base, it usually does not show up well on people with melanated skin. So the review that she did for the YSL blushes should not come as a surprise.
A blush. A blush. A blush. A blush. A blush. I'm scared. Here's a zoom in. They all have a white base. None of these are gonna work on skin as dark as mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it back to the lab.
Only this time it got much more heated in Golloria's comments. People were coming for her like, yes, it's a blush. It's not for you. Buy blushes that suit you. First of all, babe, YSL literally sent her these blushes. So the fuck? Especially when they're saying inclusivity and that these blushes work for everybody. Babe, I don't know. If I was a makeup brand, I feel like if you're sending PR to these specific content creators, makeup content creators, like, you know, there's like a couple of the big ones, you know, we already know who they are. The people that work in these industries should know who they are too and know who the hell they're sending these packages to. Because why would you send a super white shade to a black creator? I'm just saying, right? You wouldn't do that. Same thing with the blushes. If it's gonna be inclusive, and if it's not gonna be inclusive, just don't send the PR package. Also, I just learned that YSL is owned by L'Oreal. L'Oreal, you've been in the game too long. You got money, okay? You are a billion-dollar company. You have money to create a wider shade. And Golloria went on to say the same thing about Giorgio Armani.
Why would you send me this, Giorgio Armani? Giorgio Armani, why would you send me this? Period.
So basically, all the trolls came out of the woodwork to tell her to buy blushes that work for her, but totally forgot the point that she didn't buy any of these fucking blushes. They got sent to her in PR, and that's what she gets paid to do, to review makeup. And literally, if you follow Golloria, you know that she's all about inclusivity and making sure that Black voices are heard specifically in the makeup industry.
All she does is complain. This is why I complain. This is why I complain. You see how beautifully flushed I am without looking ashy? Oh, and you thought we were done? There's another one. This is why you advocate for yourself. You see what happens whenever you're not complacent? And that's what we call redemption. Yeah. Haley, thank you for reaching out and listening to me and treating me like a human. This is redemption.
And it makes me so sad because I love Golloria's content, you know? She shows up authentically, she's funny. It's just good times with her. So with all the controversy going on, this led her to just step away from Instagram and social media altogether, leading her to post these statements on her social media pages. Hey babes, I'm logging off for a bit. The internet has become an increasingly violent space, particularly for dark-skinned Black women. It's heartbreaking and harmful to constantly confront the overwhelming, colorist, anti-Black, and racist rhetoric that's directed at us by the masses. No one should be forced to endure that level of emotional trauma. What's even more disturbing is how bigotry and white fragility are amplified when Black women, specifically those with darker skin, speak out. The world consistently refuses to listen to us or acknowledge our experiences. There's a persistent failure to see dark-skinned Black women are fully human, as deserving of the same empathy, respect, grace afforded to others. We are often dehumanized, either erased or harshly criticized because the world doesn't know how to engage with our existence beyond stereotypes and shallow narratives. This is the harsh reality. Society has long been conditioned to dismiss us, to see us as less deserving of care and protection. That dehumanization allows for the continued disrespect and disregard for our voices, our bodies, and our contributions. This has to change. Black women deserve to be treated with dignity. Black creatives deserve recognition and respect. And dark-skinned women deserve to be seen, valued, and humanized in every sense. We are not here to be performers for the world's consumption, nor are we here to be your punching bag. We are here to live fully with the humanity that should never be questioned or denied. She goes on to say, to exist in the beauty space as dark-skinned women is exhausting and unnecessarily violent. Listen to Black women. Tone inclusion is the absolute bare minimum. She also goes on to say in her caption, to the Black girls reading my comments, I want you to know that your voices, your presence, your worth are not defined by negativity or ignorance of others. The world may try to silence you, undermine your experiences, or make you feel small, especially if you have dark skin. But never forget that you are deserving of respect, love, and dignity. It's okay to protect your peace and to step away from an environment that are harmful. You don't have to perform for anyone or endure spaces that don't value you. You are enough just as you are, and you deserve to be seen, heard, and valued in all your fullness. Stay strong, but also prioritize your well-being. Self-care is a radical act of resistance. But it's just so sad that it had to get to this point of her having to step away from social media to really protect her mental health. I feel like as a content creator, as someone that's on YouTube and shows up on here, we all want to blow up, right? We all want to go viral. We all would love to be content creators full time and make money from the content that we're posting online. The social media market is a $102.4 billion industry that we all want a piece of, right? And all we have to do is share our lives online. To be scrutinized and judged and picked apart by total strangers on the internet. I think we all want to go viral online, but don't think about what comes with that territory. And the kind of scrutiny that your mental health can take. Because one day the internet freaking loves you, but the next day they can freaking turn on you like that. And you can be the most hated person on the internet. And user 6927 can go and type right on their Twitter fingers and call you every name in the book because they're behind a screen and they don't see the impact of their words. Because if they were right in front of you, they would never say half of the shit that people type on the internet. And with all that being said, let this be a reminder to all of us to take the time when we need it, to protect our peace at all cost, to walk away from anything and anybody that does not suit you. And when you're ready, come back and take up space, because the world needs more authenticity. The world needs more love. The world needs more empathy. The world needs more you. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao.